Hello and welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and Carlton Club Corner. Today we're diving into the absolute blockbuster trade of the off-season. Charlie Curnow is now on the move. Charlie's made it pretty clear that he's keen on one of the three following clubs: Geelong, Gold Coast or Sydney. Let's break down the scenarios. Okay, let's kick things off with the Cats. They've got an ageing Jeremy Cameron, an ageing Patrick Dangerfield, so what better succession plan or terrifying short-term pairing than adding a two-time gold medalist Charlie Curnow to their forward line. Imagine Curnow and Cameron together for a couple of years. It's a defender's nightmare. But the price, it's going to be a steep one. So if you're Carlton, we're talking Max Holmes and Shannon Neal as a minimum. For the Blues, you get an outside running machine in Holmes, plus a promising young forward in Neal. Honestly, this feels like a win-win for both clubs, and it's an absolute baseline requirement that the Blues should accept. Next, the Gold Coast Suns. This is probably the less likely destination, but arguably the one that helps them the most. Ben King is their only consistent goal source. They desperately need another focal point up forward. If I'm Carlton, I'm swinging for the fences here. I'm demanding Bailey Humphrey and Jed Walter. I'll sweeten the deal by throwing in something like pick 19 this year. The Blues get a powerful, dynamic mid-forward in Humphrey and a potential decade-long forward in Jed Walter. Crucially, Curnow paired with the recently nominated Christian Petrarca makes the Suns a premiership threat. Instant contender. Again, win-win for both. And finally, the most talked about club and most likely destination for Charlie Curnow is Sydney. Providing the Swans actually want to do this deal. It makes all the sense in the world. They lack reliable key forwards and get exposed when they can't kick a winning score. Curnow solves that. The hurdle? Carlton would rightly demand one of their elite stars, Heaney, Warner or Goulden. The Swans aren't parting with Heaney or Warner, but Goulden might be a possibility. He's exactly what Carlton needs, a brilliant ball user and a strong, tireless runner. Forget the noise about Haywood and picks. That's not happening. That's laughable. If the Swans want Charlie Curnow, they need to pay the Goulden price. Now, let's look at some trades that nobody's talking about in regards to Charlie Curnow, but they've definitely crossed my mind, to help Carlton, of course. Scenario 1. Charlie Curnow for Zach Butters, straight up. Carlton, pick up the phone and call Port Adelaide. A straight swap is exactly what's required here. Charlie Curnow for Zach Butters. Boom! Done. Butters becomes a free agent next year and has expressed his interest in returning to Victoria. Port, just like Sydney, lacks key forwards. You might lose Butters for a compensation pick next year anyway, so why not maximise your asset now? Scenario 2. This one's a little wild, so just bear with me. Charlie Curnow and pick 19 for Harley Reid. I know, Harley Reid just signed an extension to the end of 2028, but the talk of him wanting to be back in Melbourne won't go away. For West Coast, Curnow alongside key forwards Jake Waterman and Jobe Shanahan is exciting. For the Blues, you land a generational player who you can build the entire club around. Fantasy, yes, but you never know. And finally, let me leave you with the absolute biggest swing. So Collingwood have been crying out for a great key forward for years. Let me pose you this. Charlie Curnow plus pick 9 this year and pick 19 this year for Nick Dacos. I can hear it already. Relax, Collingwood supporters. I can hear you screaming, calling me crazy. But Carlton, this is a time to grow up and act like a strong club. Pick up the phone and call Collingwood. As they say in the classics, if you don't ask, you won't know. Now, as you've probably noticed, all the trade pieces for Charlie Curnow are aged 25 or under. I feel like Carlton isn't contending for at least 2 to 3 years, so all the trades are designed to build the club around. Well, there you have it, another episode of Carlton Club Corner in the books. What do you think? Should we trade Charlie? Are there trades I've put together that are acceptable? Let me know in the comments. As always, I love reading your comments. I will try to reply to all of you at some point. I read all of them, I promise you, and I'll try to get back to you. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.